welcome. You guys, Jackyl's been together for almost 20 years now.
90, yeah, right. Going on almost 20 years, just a little shy.
Yeah.
So we'll be celebrating that coming up. I guess in like a year. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting pretty close. And you guys are just getting ready to release your 10th studio album, or your 10th album, right?
You know what? I have not stopped to count.
I think it was.
I don't know. It's probably our 10th album, but it's not our 10th studio album.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you guys had.
Because we got the live records, and then the record companies like, Universal Geffen, they'll put out different bastard versions of the greatest hits and the Millennium Edition and whatever. You can't even keep up with it anymore.
Yeah, I think when I counted it was 9 actual studio albums.
Well, I know that I can't be any prouder of this record if it was our first one. This record is a first in the sense that it's the first one that actually I think encompasses and sounds like Jackyl. I mean, exactly like us. The first one, it was a great record and I love it, and it is. I'm not saying in any way that it's less important or more important. I'm just saying that this record, there's something about it that encompasses the sound of the band like what you come and see live. Right. But it's not a live record, but it's just got the attitude, the tones, the energy. It's just a fun record.
What would you guys do different this time than that captured that?
Well, one of the things, there's several things that were different. I mean, one, a lot of the songs were written with my ass sitting on the back of, or sitting on my motorcycle, sitting in the seat of my Harley Davidson riding across the country last year on tour. And a lot of the grooves and stuff came from being on the bike, and I just get some grooves in my head, and then just like She's Not a Drug, shake it, shiny, go boots and lots of high. Just kind of come up with things that I thought were, had an energy about them, and then we'd go in the studio and work the songs up. And so I think that shows, and the fact that we didn't have a hardcore schedule, we were able to go in when it felt right, and when we, because we're very fortunate to have a really nice studio that's on the backside of my property, and it's got there's a lot of cool people that come in and out of the recording. CeeLo Green from Gnarls Barkley, I might be crazy. He recorded his record there, and Izzy Stradlin from Guns N' Roses did some guitar overdubs for one of his Japanese releases there, and there's always bands in there recording.
And is that your studio then?
Sets up on the backside of the property. My partner is a guy named Jeff Tomei. He did the Smashing Pumpkins Siamese Dreams record. He did Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains record. He did everybody from Isaac Hayes he mixed the Queen of the Damned soundtrack.
Right, and the list goes on. And
yeah, I mean, but anyway, he's my partner in the studio, and we got a great digital setup with all the top of the line Pro Tools, but we also got a beautiful little 2-inch machine. That that we're able to watch the needles slam into the red, like the way they used to make records, and so we still fire that thing up and take advantage of it.
Very cool. You guys are a very hard-working band. Obviously, you have so many albums out and so many things, and you guys had done some Guinness Book World Records.
Yeah, let's put it in perspective. I poured concrete for a living, many a yard of concrete. Every day that you get to wake up and do the band thing for a living, you got in relation. There's it's saying we work hard. It's a different kind of. Yeah, it is. I have a hard time laying down and going to sleep at night because I just never really feel like I put in a good day's work because I've had to, when I was growing up, I had one of those dads that would, sun's up, get your ass up, and let's go do something. But yeah, we as a band, we take as big a bite out of life's ass as we can every single day. We did 100 shows in 50 days and set a Guinness Book World Record for that, and then we did 21 shows in a 24-hour period.
How the hell did you do that?
That one we set up in a radio station right outside of Dallas, and the Guinness Book people, they give you parameters that you have to meet certain bullet points of the list that they show you. Each show has got to be a minimum of 30 minutes long. You've got to have an audience. It's got they lay it all out there. So we would do a 15-minute meet and greet with the audience, and then 15 minutes to get the new audience in, and then we would play for a half hour, and then we'd meet and greet those people for 15 minutes. 15 minutes to put the new audience in, half-hour show, and every single show was plugged in full tilt you know, and we did 20. We had a couple of extended breaks, but we did 21 shows in a 24-hour period.
It blows my mind because how do you keep your voice, or how do you do that?
In all honesty, I feel like I did good on 17 of those shows. I feel like I was kicking, and after 17 of the shows, I started feeling a little tattered. You know, but
probably all of you guys felt too. I mean,
yeah,
like your fingers and blisters and all that kind of stuff.
But you know, my vocal cords, thank God, are they're partially barbed wire. So
very cool. Well, I thought that was very impressive when I saw that you guys did that. And
you know what? It was something that I've got the plaque on the wall. It's like that plaque in 50 cents will get you a Coca-Cola. You know, I mean, but it's still cool to. I mean, because I grew up when I grew up the Guinness Book had the two twins that were riding the mini bikes beside each other, and they had the guy with the long fingernails that. You know, and I remember all these distinct things about the Guinness Book, and then now to have. You know, actually, it was part of the third Guinness Book World Record where we did. I was part of the world's largest burnout on a motorcycle. We had like 300-something motorcycles in Sturgis, and we all did a burnout simultaneously. Just this huge plume of smoke coming up out of the full throttle saloon out in Sturgis. So but to be able to have done those two, the 100 shows in 50 days and 21 shows in 24 hours, it's not something I want to go and try to duplicate tomorrow, but. I say that, I have to be careful because I say that, and there's already talk about possibly trying to break that record. So
who knows?
We'll see.